Good evening, everyone, and we're coming to you from the AYSN Sports Center in the heart of San Juan City as we bring you the 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference Game Day number 9 on this beautiful Thursday night. And we're bringing you AcroCity versus Bridgestone in our opening game, followed by Element Steel versus Ramen Nagi Buffalo Swings and Things in our doubleheader tonight. My name is Ego Del Paz, bringing you the action from courtside. And the Stallion Cup is presented to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum, Kaukai Thai Chicken House, AutoGuard Car Care, Park Access, and Torch. And now let's break down the matchups that we will be having for you tonight. A couple of teams that are either in the middle or somewhere in the bottom that are trying to get a couple of wins here and there. As we take a look so far at our first matchup, AcroCity versus Bridgestone. AcroCity losing their last two outings, while Bridgestone on a 2-game winning streak trying to get their third consecutive win. AcroCity dropped their last assignment against Element Steel in that 69-97 defeat, where they only had 7 players in their lineup. They were led by Spencer Call, who had a double-double of 28 points and 10 rebounds, while Gino Esteban Lar had 14 points in that losing effort. While for Bridgestone, they will be without their leading scorer from their win against Link & Co. last Sunday, Jello Montecastro, who is celebrating his birthday today, had 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists with 4 steals. But good news for Bridgestone, though, they will have their double-double machine in Miguel Catolico, who had 12 points and 12 rebounds in that matchup against Link & Co. And now let's break down our main matchup, pitting Element Steel against Ramen Nagi Buffalo Swings and Things. Element Steel finally breaking through with their first win last Thursday. Of course, it was at the expense of AcroCity in that 97-69 victory. Peter Ramirez with a double-double output of 18 points and 10 rebounds in that matchup, while Rejan Lee bounced back from a sorry outing against Cool Summer Farm with 21 points last Thursday. While Ramen Nagi going down 1 and 2, back-to-back losses, and of course they will be without one of their key players in Justin Almeida tonight, who is nursing an injury. Get well soon, Justin. They were led by Varol Bana with 22 points and 15 rebounds with 3 blocks in that last matchup, while Tom Koo, the usual double-double machine, only had 15 points with 6 rebounds against in their loss against Dr. Brown's Champions Lab. So the question is, will we see Bridgestone get their third win, or will we see AcroCity finally break through with their second win in 4 matches? Let's find out shortly as we bring you action here in the 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference on the other side of this break.
AcroCity versus Bridgestone.
Opening game of our Thursday doubleheader here inside AYSN Sports Center. This is your 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. AcroCity wearing their immaculate white, while Bridgestone with their ferocious black uniforms. And first two scored by Astrid Chan. 2-zip start for AcroCity. Again, they only played with 7 men in their loss last week against Element Steel, 97-69. Jerry M misses that jumper, and the recovery and the score for Mickey Chua. Now here comes the attack by AcroCity. Justin Nangkayan tried to go downhill, but denied by the Bridgestone defense, and Mickey Chua makes it 4 straight for Bridgestone as they take this 2-point advantage. Eight minutes and 50 left here in the first quarter, and a 3-pointer for Mark Astrid Chan to give the lead back to AcroCity. 5-4 is our count. Baseline jumper short for Cheng Lai, who is on the floor together with Pat Yao, Jerry M, Jit Yao, and Mickey Chua. Lim sends it over to the baseline. Justin Nangkayan sends it back to Esteban Lar. Straight away 3! Uno, dos, tres! That's an 8-4 start for AcroCity. And what a drive by Yao, but unfortunately, a little too strong on that layup. Esteban Lar, the spin. Driving through the lane, nearly gets a 3-point play in the offing. We'll go to the line for 2. Jert Yao gets called for that last foul. Gino Esteban Lar heading to the line for 2 shots. Esteban Lar, again with 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in their last outing in that losing effort against Element Steel, who will be taking the floor tonight against Ramen Nagi, Buffalo Swings and Things. And we got a quick timeout called by Bridgestone, down 10-4 as we head into this timeout, brought to you by Park Access. Back in the action here inside the AYSN Sports Center in the heart of San Juan, and Bridgestone calling that first timeout. Jert Yao! Great timing on that rebound of that Mickey Chua 3-point miss. The putback and in to cut this deficit down to 4. Mark Chan, the kick out 3, and a miss from the right wing for, let's see, that's Justin Sebastian. AcroCity recycles this possession. They go to Mark Chan. That hook shot over the outstretched arms of Pat Yao. Back to a 6-point lead here for AcroCity. They go to Jert Yao, long 2, off to the right, and the rebound by Gino Esteban Lar. Jeff Lim, now to Mark Chan. Chan trying to sidestep through, denied by Jert Yao. And a steal by Chan. A little too deep underneath that basket for the reverse. But now here comes Bridgestone on the counter attack. Oh, what a play for Enrique Cheng Lai. Getting the 2+1 opportunity right here. Chance to make this a 3-point deficit if he makes this bonus. Enrique Cheng Lai hitting the extra to make this a 12-9 ball game. .16 to shoot now for AcroCity. Lim missing from the foul line. Another rebound by Jert Yao. Here comes the attack by Bridgestone. The spin and the right-handed layup for Pacquiao. And Bridgestone back in this one, 12-11. What a start between these two squads. Re-energized and reinvigorated. Esteban Lar steps back to a long two in the face of Jert Yao. Great defense, but better offense on that execution. Cheng Lai with a baseline drive. One-handed floater. Got it. As we are nearing the halfway mark and our mandatory swaps for both teams. Esteban Lar. Isolation play. Esteban Lar fades, fires, left it short. And the offensive board goes back to AcroCity. Jeff Lim, great nose for the basketball. Another three on the way. Justin Sebastian hits the back rim. Jert Yao with the rebound and a blocking foul called against Sebastian. 1-point ball game in favor of AcroCity. Mickey Chua, one of the two youngsters here for Bridgestone, together with Yuan Ramirez. Jert Yao, series of moves. Yao off the window. What a play! Great footwork for the big. And we are now midway through the first quarter, and we have our 5-man swaps for both squads. This is the 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference presented to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum, Kaukai Thai Chicken House, AutoGuard Car Care, Park Access, and Torch. Of course, we got to give that best offensive play of the quarter to Jert Yao on that execution down low. In the ball game here, that's Felix Yao. More numbers here for AcroCity. 10-man strong tonight. Wong Chu King misses that long two, but unfortunately for Bridgestone's Mark Tagle could not keep the ball in bounds. It will stay with AcroCity with 14 on their shot clock. Ezer Lim and Miguel Catolico, the two notable members of this Bridgestone second five. And a miss down low by Sean Chan. Now here comes Bridgestone on the counter. And a miss by Alan Tan. Or should we say that's Miguel Lim rather. And Alan Tan called for that last foul on Bridgestone. 4:25 remaining here in the first quarter, and Bridgestone clinging on to this 1-point lead, 15-14. AcroCity now going to Spencer Call, and Call with a drive to the basket. Foul is called against Miguel Catolico. Tough break for the big man of Bridgestone, who will be heavily relied upon in tonight's game in the absence of birthday celebrant Jello Montecastro. First free throw left short by Spencer Cole. Spencer Cole, the second leading scorer for AcroCity this season with 15.3 points, averaging 7.7 rebounds as well with 0.3 blocks. Captain Ezer Lim gives it up. Catolico, the kick out to Mark Tagle. Tagle snakes through the defense but misses. Miguel Catolico gets the offensive board. Ezer Lim, 10 on the shot clock. Nice find there. The miss by Miguel Lim. Catolico, second offensive rebound, but misses from down low. Now here comes AcroCity, trying to regain the lead here. Great stop coming from Miguel Lim, but it will stay with AcroCity with 19 on the shot clock. Baseline inbound. They send it to Spencer Cole. Straight away, three! Son! That's a 2-point lead now for AcroCity, 17-15. Ezer Lim backing down his defender. Ezer Lim misses on the first try. Second try, Captain Ezer Lim skying high for the 2+1 opportunity. And I got to speak with Captain Ezer Lim earlier, and he said that this is his second official tournament after that year-long recovery from an ACL injury. He only manages 2 out of that 3-point opportunity. We are tied at 17 all. Lim gave it up here to Miguel Lim. Lim double team, sends it out, and there's a foul called against Felix Yao. So aside from Jello Montecastro's speed, what they're missing tonight is his averages of 19.3 points, 5.7 rebounds, 5.3 assists, and 3.7 steals. That's a lot for Bridgestone. And that last foul on AcroCity called against Sean Chan. In the act of shooting here for Miguel Lim. But unfortunately, the front end of 3 short-armed by Miguel Lim. Makes 1 out of 2 so far. But so far, great start for both squads. Fortunately, though, for Bridgestone, they are clinging on to this 1-point advantage at the moment. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Wong Chu King, great burst of speed. And now the lead back in AcroCity side. Católico tried to go dipsy-do in midair, but to no avail. Steal, but missed by Miguel Lim. Mark Chan, nice find inside, and drop pass to Spencer Cole for the score. Still a great start nonetheless, and a holding foul called against AcroCity. It's called against Colin Lim. And AcroCity already over the limit, and Captain Ezer Lim back to the free throw line. Bridgestone, so far 2 out of 4 from the line. Check that, 2 out of 5, make that 3 for 6. Ezer Lim now with 3 points, 2 rebounds to his name tonight. Ezer Lim goes 2 out of 2. Angelo Wong Chu King. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Sends it over to Sean Chan. Misses from inside the keyhole. Ezer Lim, nice find to Miguel Lim, who misses that gimme in transition. Colin Lim, quick burst of speed to the finish. It's a 3-point lead for AcroCity. Are in the hands of Mark Tagle. Ezer Lim, back to Tagle with 12. Tagle adjusts in midair but misses. Great stop by AcroCity. Under a minute left. Oh, and what a fine down low to Sean Chan. That's a nifty assist. And that's your best assist of the quarter, brought to you by Overguard Car Care. As they limb to Catolico. Fakes the shot, draws closer. And Miguel Catolico still struggling. Again, not to his fault. He's been active so far. And the jumper off the window, the back is open for Felix Yao as we're down to the last 20 seconds of the first quarter. AcroCity opens up a 7-point lead. Miguel Lim sends it to Ezer Lim. 7 seconds left. Screen set there by Alan Tan. Corner 3 on the way for Tagle at the buzzer, but misses that. At the end of one, AcroCity leads Bridgestone 27-20 after 10 minutes of action. Don't go away. We got second quarter of action on the other side of this break here in the 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. Welcome back to more action here in our Thursday special in the 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. AcroCity opening up the 7-point advantage against Bridgestone 27-20. My name is Diego Del Paz, bringing you the action for tonight as we see AcroCity quickly with Justin Nangkayon driving through the lane, getting the foul on the play. Nangkayon on the floor together with Justin Sebastian, Gino Esteban Lar, Mark Chen, and Jeff Lim. 5 on the floor for Bridgestone, Jert Yao together with Jerry M, Enrique Cheng Lai. As we see Jert Yao missing that jumper. M with the rebound. Also on the floor is Pat Yao. And Yuan Ramirez making his first appearance tonight. Rebound secured by Justin Sebastian. Jeff Lim surveying the floor. They go down low to Mark Chan. They kick it out to Esteban Lar. Squares for 3 off to the left. And Jert Yao active on the boards for Bridgestone. Yao running through the lane with a drive-in kick to Yuan Ramirez. Now they go to M. Cheng Lai, elbow 3. Bang! Bang! Boom! All-important 3-pointer for Bridgestone. Now down by 4 points at the moment, 27-23. Chan, they send it out. Another 3 on the way for Justin Sebastian. Once again to no avail. Offensive board goes to AcroCity. Looks like they got magnets on their hands. Jeff Lim misses the baseline jumper. Another rebound secured this time by Jerry M. Cheng Lai, well defended there. Gives it up to Jert Yao. 14 on the shot clock. Yao the spin. Kick out to M. Yao, corner 3, but missed. That's Pat Yao at the corner. Under 8 minutes left before we hit the intermission. Mark Chan squares up for 3, but misses. Here comes the downhill attack by Enrique Cheng Lai. Cheng Lai. Ooh, misses that jumper, but gets fouled. And the foul on AcroCity is against Justin Sebastian.
His second personal first on AcroCity. 2 shots.
Enrique Chenglai going to the free throw line for Bridgestone. Second leading scorer for Bridgestone this season. 15.3 points to go along with 2.3 rebound, to go along with 7 rebounds. Makes both free throws on that occasion. Averaging 40% from the line for Bridgestone. 12 seconds on the shot clock. They kick it out. Justin Sebastian. Still no luck from beyond the arc. Now Ewan Ramirez. Rack attack here. But decides to go for the shovel pass when he had that opportunity at the basket staring at him. Could have tied this ball game. And Enrique Chenglai gets called for that last foul. Golden opportunity missed there by Bridgestone to tie this ball game once again. Jeff Lim sends it to the corner. Gino Esteban Lar misses that 3. Now Ewan Ramirez on the 2-on-1. Tried to go for the shovel pass again, but read perfectly by the AcroCity defense. Stop and pop jumper won't go in for Jeff Lim. Now Chenglai spins. Oh! Lucky stop. What a break for AcroCity's Jeff Lim. Before we continue with the broadcast, we'd like to give a quick shout out to Joseph Kulot Ngo and his son Seth Ngo. And happy birthday, Ellis Chua. Jumper by Mark Chen missed. And we got a foul on the play against Bridgestone.
Pushing down on number 5, Pat Yang, his first 3 on Bridgestone.
Chance for AcroCity to extend their lead once again. But Mark Chan rims out his first of 2 free throws. Chance to make this at least a 3-point ball game, and yes, he makes it. 3-point lead for AcroCity as time is winding down here in the first half. Ramirez. Out to Jert Yao. Sends it over to Pat Yao. Yao. Driving through the lane, but deflected by the AcroCity defense. 5 seconds on the shot clock for Bridgestone. Jert Yao, long 2. Airballs it. Rebound secured by Jeff Lim. 3-point lead here for AcroCity. They throw the ball away. Ewan Ramirez heading on the 3-on-1. Ewan Ramirez and gets that lucky bounce for his first 2 tonight. 1-point lead for AcroCity. 28-27. Another 3. Sebastian misses it. Got a man down here for AcroCity. Ewan Ramirez, the bump, and the shot is good. And Bridgestone back in the driver's seat, 29-28. Gino Esteban Lar, the drive and kick. Now they go to Jeff Lim. Early on in the shot clock, you got 12 seconds for AcroCity. Halfway through the second period. And stolen away by Bridgestone. Ewan Ramirez heading on the 2-on-1. Drops it off. And Chenglai! 2+1. The hoop, the harm, the 3-point play the hard way. Foul given up by Jeff Lim. Enrique Chenglai at the free throw line to make this extra free throw as both teams do their 5-man swaps, save for one for Bridgestone, of course. Chenglai hits the bonus and he goes out in favor of Miguel Lim. Chenglai now with 9 points this evening. Basketball with Felix Yao. Yao goes downhill, baseline jumper, connects.
Felix Yao.
Down to a 2-point ball game in favor of Bridgestone. Captain Ezer Lim, Miguel Catolico together with Tagle. And now seeing the baseline drive, Mickey Chua gets denied by Spencer Ko. Foul given up by Ezer Lim. Also on the floor for Bridgestone, that's Mark Tagle. On the floor for AcroCity, that's Angelo Wong Chu King. Go along with Felix Yao, Spencer Ko, also Sean Chan, as well as Colin Lim. 15 to shoot. They go to Wong Chu King. Operating down low. A little too strong against the defense of Mark Tagle. Mickey Chua driving through the lane. Blocked by Spencer Ko. Felix Yao feeds the ball down low, and what a score for Spencer Ko. Great patience against the Bridgestone defense to tie this ball game up at 32. Ezer Lim sends it to Tagle. Tagle over the outstretched arms of Spencer Ko, but that shot rattles out. Here comes the stop and pop. Felix Yao too strong. Another rebound by Catolico. Chance for Bridgestone to regain the lead. Mickey Chua slithers through the defense, gets fouled, will go to the line for two. Mickey Chua this season has been amazing for Bridgestone. 8 points so far this season with 4 rebounds. Three assists per game. Chua offline on the second free throw. Bear did not make either free throw. Another jumper on the way, and it rattles in for Felix Yao to break the tie. Under 3 minutes left here in the second period. Bit of bad news here for Bridgestone. Miguel Catolico scoreless, but yet he has made his mark with 6 rebounds so far tonight. As we saw there, Miguel Lim missing from the corner, and offensive foul called against AcroCity, and it's on Sean Chan. As we saw there, Miguel Lim a pest on defense, and bad news for AcroCity, that is Sean Chan's third personal foul. Tagle going downhill, floater, pure, and ties the ball game up at 34 in what has been an exciting battle so far between these two squads here in our Thursday action here in the 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. And Spencer Ko knocks down the jumper to give AcroCity back the lead, but Mickey Chua with a quick answer. Mickey Chua now with 6 points tonight. Offensive foul called against AcroCity. Spencer Ko and Mickey Chua once again. It's been the two guards of Bridgestone, Mickey Chua, as well as Miguel Lim, drawing the fouls against AcroCity to prevent them from making a breakaway here. Miguel Catolico sends it over to the left corner. Mickey Chua draws closer, left it short on that left wing jumper. Now here comes the attack. Felix Yao had his pocket pick. Catolico puts the ball down, gets stolen away by Angelo Wong Chu King. Felix Yao drives to the basket, but misses from point blank. Great recovery by Sean Chan for the score down low. To make this a 2-point lead for AcroCity. A near 3-point play conversion by Mickey Chua. Instead, he will go to the line off that foul by Cullen Lim.
His second personal.
2 free throws on the way here for Mickey Chua. First of 2 down. Two out of 2 for Mickey Chua. Now up to 8 points tonight. Wong Chu King uses that screen from Spencer Cole. Couldn't find an opening against that heavy defense by Catolico. Cole, that foul line extended jumper missed. Mickey Chua skies high for that rebound. Now here comes Captain Ezra Lim. Sends it over to Mickey Chua. Miguel Lim, corner 3. Too strong. And Miguel Lim with the offensive board off his own miss. Ezra Lim naipagsabong in mid-air with Angelo Wong Chu King, and there's a foul called against AcroCity's Wong Chu King. Ezra Lim to the line for 2 shots. Chance to break this tie with 41.3 left here in the second. And Captain Ezra Lim hits the first of 2 free throws. Ezra Lim goes 2 out of 2. Under a minute left. And we got a timeout called by AcroCity. And this timeout brought to you by Park Access. We'll be right back. .3 seconds remaining. 2-for-1 opportunity here for AcroCity. Coming off their own timeout. Spencer Cole still with the basketball. Sends it to the left wing. One dribble pull-up, but missed by Sean Chan. Gets his own miss. Misses from point blank. And great find by AcroCity to Spencer Cole from Angelo Wong Chu King. Shot clock is off now for Bridgestone as they try to break the tie heading into the halftime break. Mickey Chua sends it to the corner, and unfortunately for Mark Tagles, steps on the baseline, or sideline rather. 5.4 seconds remaining. Another timeout called here by AcroCity, brought to you by Park Access. We'll be right back. .4 seconds remaining here in the first half. AcroCity coming off their own timeout. Wong Chu King lost the basketball. Throws up a pair. Unanswered. At the halftime break, we're back to square one. 40 all between AcroCity and Bridgestone. We'll be back with third quarter play here in the 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. Welcome back to the 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. At the halftime break, it's a 40-all tie between AcroCity and Bridgestone. My name is Agadapas, bringing you the action from courtside here at the AYSN Sports Center. So far, shooting for both squads, AcroCity shooting better at 41%, while Bridgestone shooting at 32%. While three-point shooting has been a premium so far for AcroCity, 27% on 3 for 11 shooting versus Bridgestone's 1 out of 7 shooting. But so far, Bridgestone with a higher shooting percentage from the free throw line, 11 out of 16 versus AcroCity's 3 out of 8. Rebounding battle barely won by AcroCity, 29-28. While we saw here the bench points going the way of AcroCity, 25-15. That's why they're able to sustain this high level of performance so far, but fast break points going the way of Bridgestone. As I was told by Captain Ezer Lim, they would go run and gun. They went 16-8. As you see, Enrique Cheng Lai, the leading scorer for Bridgestone at the halftime break with 11 points. Now with 14 after that three-pointer to start the third quarter of play. Leading the way for AcroCity, that's Spencer Call with 11 points. Gina Esteban-Lar missing from straight away. Three points. 15 on the shot clock and a turnover there by Bridgestone. Alexiao sent it back. And Jeff Lim missing that long too. Ezer Lim. Forward pass to Catolico. Now they go to the corner. Yuan Ramirez a little too strong. Here comes the downhill attack. Mark Chan. And he gets called for traveling. Unlucky breaks there for AcroCity. And now Cheng Lai lost the basketball. That momentary lapse took advantage. Gina Esteban-Lar took advantage of that one. Chance for AcroCity to cut this deficit down to 1 or tie this ball game with a 3. Spencer Cole still trying to operate. Kicks it out to Esteban-Lar. They swing it to Mark Chan. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Chan launches the jumper off to the left. Rebound by Captain Ezer Lim. Yuan Ramirez sends it over to Cheng Lai. Cheng Lai heat check. Yes, sirree! Back-to-back hits for Enrique Cheng Lai. And the lead now at 6 for Bridgestone. Felix Yao trying to make a move here. Slithers through the defense. Floater no good. And another rebound pulled by Jerk Yao. Cheng Lai trying to go for a trifecta but misses. And on the offensive rebound, Yuan Ramirez makes this an 8-point lead on an 8-0 start to the second half by Bridgestone. And that is your best offensive play of the quarter, brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum as we segue into this Park Access timeout. Bridgestone coming out strong here in the second half, taking an 8-point lead, 48-40, on the strength of an 8-0 run built on back-to-back threes by Enrique Cheng Lai and a putback by Yuan Ramirez. Felix Yao from the foul line misses on that one. Jert Yao, defensive rebound. Yuan Ramirez. Nice find to the captain, Ezer Lim, but misses. Miguel Catolico, 2 tries, and finally gets his first 2 of the evening. 10-point lead for Bridgestone. Esteban-Lar, 6:50 left here in the third quarter. Right wing drive, but missed by Mark Chan. Captain Ezer Lim pushes it to Yuan Ramirez, who decides to pull back. Cheng Lai with 16. Now to Captain Ezer Lim. Finds Catolico and back-to-back hits for Miguel Catolico. And it is starting to brew trouble for AcroCity this evening. They are now behind 12 points and they have yet to score here in the third quarter. Wong Chu King with the drive, drops it off for Chan. 7 to shoot, misses from point blank, and it will go the way of Bridgestone. Coming into the ball game for Bridgestone, that's Pat Yao replacing Captain Ezer Lim. Quality minutes for Ezer Lim tonight. Ezer Lim 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists so far. Cheng Lai tried to go for the sweeping layup, but off target. Mark Chan, the handoff to Angelo Wong Chu King. Oh, what a spin and the drive to the basket for Angelo Wong Chu King to finally give AcroCity their first 2 points of the third period. Jert Yao, handoff here to Yuan Ramirez. 10 seconds to shoot, drives closer, tried to spin. Catolico recovers the loose ball. Set shot from just outside the foul line. Back to a 10-point lead for Bridgestone. And man, oh man, I believe that is Bridgestone's second biggest lead of the game. And Felix Yao makes it an 8-point ball game. Or check that, makes it a 10-point ball game. 54-44. Bridgestone trying to get their new biggest lead, but it's offline for Pat Yao. Gino Estebanlar going downhill against two black shirts. Gets fouled by Jert Yao. Two competitors. No recognizing game there. 4:47 left here in third quarter. Couple of swaps here for both teams. Two free throws on the way for Gino Estebanlar, trying to add on to his 7 points and 3 rebounds. But misses on the front end of two. Estebanlar, 1 out of 2 from the line. Estebanlar this season averaging 50% from the free throw line. Pat Yao, baseline drive. Block. His access was blocked there, but finds Jert Yao down low, and he will go to the line for 2 shots. Jert Yao this season hasn't attempted or made a free throw this season. So these are his first 2 free throws of the tournament, but short arms the first of 2. Yao misses both. Defensive rebound hauled down by Spencer Ko. Estebanlar sends it over to Yao. They go to Chan at the corner. Too strong. Rebound. Yuan Ramirez. Now they go to Ramirez again. Going downhill. Rack attack. And he gets fouled. Feeling a bit shaken and stirred. Just like a James Bond martini.
His 4th personal.
And Sean Chan called for his 4th personal foul.
Two figures, United.
Or check that, that was Mark Chan who got called for his 4th personal foul. Yuan Ramirez misses both free throws on the second try. What a play for Pat Yao. Great patience on that offensive set. AcroCity down 11. Felix Yao kicks it out to Wong Chu King. Makes his move, going downhill. Right lane! Finds a seam against that Bridgestone defense. And on the counter-attack, Pat Yao misses from point blank, and now Wong Chu King thought about the 3, drives closer against 3 black shirts, decides to kick it out to Felix Yao. 12 seconds on their shot clock. Gino Estebanlar squares up for 3! Yes, 3! Gino Estebanlar makes this game a little interesting to make this a 6-point ball game. Timeout called by Bridgestone, and it's brought to you by Park Access. Back in the action here in the Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. Here's a drive. Oh, what a play by Mickey Chua! Change of direction, change of speed. What a play for Bridgestone. Come off that timeout. Oh! Mickey Chua gets the block! And a blocking foul called against Gino Estebanlar. And Mickey Chua getting the worst of it. Mickey Chua getting his welcome to the Stallion Cup moment there. Of course, Estebanlar quick to, give the kid a little bit of encouragement there. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Ezer Lim sends it over to Mickey Chua. Launches the three. Misses in the face of Felix Yao. Wong Chu King hustles for that loose ball. Sends it over to Chan. Chan finds its way to Spencer Kaw. Sees a fakes and gets the score down low. 2:35 left here in the third quarter. And we have a ball game here inside AYSN San Juan. Tagle sends it back to Captain Ezer Lim. Now Mickey Chua asking for the screen. Chua squares for three. Bang! Bang! Boom! 9-point ball game in favor of Bridgestone. 2 minutes and 12 left in the third. Wong Chu King sends it over. Spencer Kaw misses that jumper and Tagle with the long rebound. And the ball lost in the hands of Pat Yao, but referees say it was off AcroCity. Minute and 55 left here in the third. Captain Ezer Lim kicks it out to Pat Yao. Now they send it over to Mickey Chua. 5 to shoot. Chua again. This time too far to the right. 1 second on the shot clock. Did not hit the rim. And the bailout foul called against AcroCity. And the foul is called on Angelo Wong Chu King. Lucky break for Bridgestone right there. And Mark Tagle going to the line for 2 shots and extends this lead back to 10. Tagle airballs the second free throw and manages a split. Minute and 35 left here in the third quarter. Wong Chu King driving the right lane, spins, kicks it out to Estebanlar. Another three. No good. Rebound Catolico. Pitches it forward to Ezer Lim. Boy, nice find to a cutting Miguel Catolico. And that's what he brings to Bridgestone. Here comes the downhill attack by Felix Yao, and we got a foul on the floor called against Captain Ezer Lim. Felix Yao sends it over to Wong Chu King. Squares up for three. Too strong. Catolico, another rebound. He may have a hard time scoring tonight, but rebounding has not been a problem for him. Tagle, 12 on the shot clock, against 2 white shirts, loses his footing, gives it up to Estebanlar. 2-for-1 play for AcroCity. They go to Felix Yao, stop and pop jumper, no good. Rebound by Spencer Kaw. And slithers through that Bridgestone defense for the score down low. 3 seconds difference between game and shot clock. Mickey Chua sends it to the corner. Mark Tagle misses the long two. Catolico couldn't win that rebounding battle this time. Mark Chan, 1 second left. from half court. Off to the left. And that ends 3/4 of action. And at Bridgestone, third quarter, 24-12 by our unofficial tally. That was the one that brought them to this lead after 3 quarters, 64-54. We'll be back with fourth quarter of action here in the 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. Action continues here in the 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. Entering the fourth quarter of play, Bridgestone holding on to this 10-point advantage over AcroCity 64-54. My name is Diego Del Paz, bringing you the action from courtside here at the AYSM Sports Center in the heart of San Juan City. 7 seconds on the shot clock here, but Ezer Lim taking a little too much time setting up the play. Another 3 on the way by Cheng Lai, but left that 3-pointer shot a little short at the buzzer. Felix Yao spins, kicks it out for Spencer Cole. Cole drops it down low, but Jeff Lim having a little trouble receiving that pass. 9 on the shot clock. Yao sends it over. Mark Chan for 3! 1, 2, 3. And that pass coming from Felix Yao is our Auto Guard Car Care Best Assist of the Quarter from Mark Chan for that best offensive play of the period, brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Felix Yao fades, fires, but in and out. Offensive rebound and the score down low. Jeff Lim. And now it's AcroCity's time to make a run to start the fourth quarter of play. Nikki Chua squares up for 3. Too strong. Offensive rebound by Catolico. Referees say no good. And it's a foul on Catolico, a pushing variety. That was a 50-50 play. Could have gone either way. Again, our referees had the better vantage point on that one. Marchand, another 3 on the way. Back-to-back hits. Yes, sirree. And it's down to a 2-point ball game. And it's Mark Chan that has resurrected AcroCity's chances tonight. Captain Ezer Lim. Off to the right is his 3-point attempt. And now AcroCity could tie this one or get the lead. Mark Chan. Oh, this time too strong. And Captain Ezer Lim could not get a grip on that leather. What a start to our Thursday special here in their 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. Here comes Yao. Spins against 2 Bridgestone defenders. Lim throws up that air ball. Now Catolico sends it back to Ezer Lim. Now Mickey Chua going downhill. There's a foul called against AcroCity. Foul called against Jeff Lim. Again, in our main game tonight, it's Element Steel trying to get back-to-back wins. But in their way will be Ramen Nagi, Buffalo's Wings and Things. That's coming up in our main game here in our 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. Mickey Chua to Catolico. 5 on the shot clock. Ezra Lim makes extra pass. Mickey Chua needs to put this up, and the shot clock runs out on Bridgestone. Seven minutes and 15 left here in the fourth quarter. AcroCity, another chance to tie or regain the lead. Mark Chan asking for the screen. Gets it from Spencer Ko. Tries to go for the give and go, but stolen away by Ezra Lim. Lim, the feed to Cheng Lai, rejected by Mark Chan. Catolico on the second try, too strong. And another stop by AcroCity for your Kaukai Thai Chicken House best defensive player of the game. Esteban Lar, short on the three. Catolico gets the defensive board. Mickey Chua sets the table for Bridgestone. They go to Jert Yao. Shot clock at 14. Chua uses the Yao screen. Mickey Chua couldn't knock it down. Esteban Lar taps it out of bounds. Oh, they call it a jump ball. The possession arrow will go AcroCity's way. Looks like our referees will first confer. But from my vantage point here, from the far side, it looked like it was off of Gino Esteban Lar. But again, our referees, they have the best vantage point. And now they decided that it's Bridgestone basketball. 6 and 17 left. Cheng Lai. Right corner three, off target. Jeff Lim. Setting the table here on the 4 and 4. Yao. Oh, and it's a traveling violation called on Spencer Ko. Lifting his feet before dribbling. 6:03 remaining here in the final frame. Ezra Lim. Catolico now to Cheng Lai. 10 on the shot clock. Cheng Lai misses that right wing jumper. Catolico, 2 rebounds, and it goes to Ramirez. And an offensive foul called against Bridgestone. Again on Catolico. Didn't get enough positioning down low. And we are down to the last 5:36 of the fourth quarter. Mark Chan sends it over. Esteban Lar, another three. Another one left short. Ezra Lim, 16 to shoot. Now with Catolico. Long two. Nails it! And that's a spot on the floor. And makes this a 4-point ball game in what is a cardiac ball game here on this Thursday night. Felix Yao stolen away by Ezra Lim. Enrique Cheng Lai a little too fast for his own good. Great recovery there by AcroCity. Long two. And Mark Chan knocks down the 3 ball from straight away. And it's down to a 1-point ball game. Jert Yao forcing his way down low and he gets fouled. Great footwork from Jert Yao. Earns his way to the free throw line once more.
His 4th personal.
4 minutes and 32 left here in the fourth quarter. Jert Yao needs to make these 2 free throws as their lead down to 1. 0 for 3 so far tonight and for the season. Could he at least manage a split to make this a 2-point ball game? And yes, he does. 4.5 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. AcroCity trying to tie this ball game up or gain the lead with a three. Esteban Lar, no good. And Catolico gets the rebound and again gets called for another foul. Oh, that's another unlucky break for Miguel Catolico. And he must be scratching his head right now or shaking his head, either way, with these fouls called on the loose ball situation. Mark Chan makes his move, drives the right lane, throws it away. And another opportunity wasted by AcroCity. Ezra Lim slowing things down. Less than 4 minutes remaining in the final frame. Catolico, favorite spot on the floor, and makes the AcroCity defense pay. 69-65. Still a thriller here inside AYSN. Mark Chan tries to answer back with a three. Off to the left and a rebound by Jert Yao. Ezra Lim with 15 on the shot clock. Now Catolico backing down the defense. Catolico misses the jumper. Jert Yao could get to the basketball, which was rebounded by Angelo Wong Chu King. Wong Chu King, the shovel pass to Mark Chan. Misses. He gets his offensive rebound and the putback. +1. 6-9, 6-7. Jert Yao called for his third personal foul. Under 3 minutes left. We are down to the midnight hours of this one. Mark Chan could make this a 1-point deficit. Takes it, makes it. Two minutes and 50 left. Ezra Lim makes his move. Kicks it out to Cheng Lai. 10 on the shot clock. They go down low to Captain Ezra Lim. 6 to shoot. Jert Yao draws closer. There's a foul down low before the pass.
Holding on number 8, Jeff Lim, his fourth personal.
Jeff Lim tagged with his fourth foul for AcroCity. That's just the 13th foul on AcroCity. They have one more foul to give before they send Bridgestone to the foul line. Cheng Lai from the foul line knocks it in. Yes, sir. Three-point lead for Bridgestone. Felix Yao with the basketball. Operates down the middle. Kicks it out to Gino Esteban Lar. Wong Chu King drives closer. Wrong foot floater. Misses it. And now Enrique Cheng Lai throwing things down as we head to the last 2 minutes. Brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Cheng Lai steps back to a three. Off to the left. Rebound secured by Mark Chan. Chan goes downhill. Chan, hang time, move for the finish. 1 point ball game. A minute and 35 left here in this exciting final. A minute and 30 of the fourth period. Ezra Lim uses the Catolico screen. Jert Yao, baseline J! Cool, calm, collected. Makes us a 3-point lead for Bridgestone. As we head into this timeout by AcroCity, brought to you by Park Access. Thursday night action begins with this thrilling battle between Bridgestone and AcroCity. This is your 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference, and AcroCity coming off their own timeout decides to inbound from their backcourt to use the full complement of their 24-second shot clock. Element Steel against Raminagi coming your way in our main game later after this one. Shot clock down to 15 now for AcroCity. Esteban Lar sends it over. Wong Chu King for the tie. Air ball. And great stop by Bridgestone. Catolico gets the loose ball. And Jit Yao wisely settles the troops for Bridgestone. 50 seconds remaining. In the hands of Mickey Chua. Too strong. Catolico saves it to the wrong man. Wong Chu King decides to pull back. They find its way to Mark Chan. Too strong. Wong Chu King. Offensive board and score. 1 point ball game. And AcroCity commits their final team foul of the game. Half a minute remaining here in the fourth quarter. Precarious lead by Bridgestone at 1 point, 73-72. "20 seconds left. 5 seconds difference between game and shot clock. Lim. 7 to shoot. Ezra Lim. Off to the left. The three-pointer. Miguel Catolico. Offensive board and score. Bridgestone leading 3, 75-72. And AcroCity burns another timeout with 7 seconds left. And this timeout is brought to you by Park Access. Seven seconds left. Yao. 3, 2. They go to Chan. Turns, fades, fires. Off to the right. And what a stop from Jake Yao. And Bridgestone escapes with the victory over AcroCity. 75-72. Here in our Thursday opener. Here in the 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. And we will have our best player of the game interview brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum on the other side of this break.
rebounds, parang what pushed you dito sa dun sa points na nag-struggle ka sa game. And then, how did your team manage to play without Jello, yung machine ninyo today, who's celebrating his birthday? Tapos, shoutout na lang. Okay. 14 points, 20 rebounds.
This is your 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference, and we just witnessed Bridgestone with an escaped act against AcroCity 75-72. And with us right now is our Jumbo Plastic Linoleum best player of the game, 14 rebounds, 14 points with a whopping 20 rebounds, Miguel Catolico of Bridgestone. And Miguel, first off, napansin ko in the first 3 quarters, medyo nag-struggle ka from the field, but still, hindi ka tumigil sa pag-hustle mo for the offensive rebounds and of course yung mga stops on the defensive end. What pushed you those the first 3 quarters na you played more to your strengths on the defensive end, then no 4th quarter, biglang umarakada ka with those mid-range jumpers?
Yeah, so we have to give credit then to the opponent. No? They were really physical sa defense and it was a complete team effort. And then during every timeout naman and during the halftime, my teammates just kept saying take your shots, be aggressive, and papasok din yan eventually. And that's what happened talaga. We didn't give up. Our team chemistry was starting to get better, no? Coming from the first game loss, now we're at 3-1. So it shout out really to the coaches and the team owner na they really set the game plan right.
Today, medyo short-handed kayo with your birthday boy na si Jello Montecastro, not playing today. Pero what pushed your team to get to this victory? And of course, not to mention, of course, yung very hot 3rd quarter start that propelled your team forward.
Yeah, so wala nga yung MVP birthday boy namin, no, na si Jello. So it was more of accountability on each player, no. As you can see, we were playing man the whole game, so you have to be accountable in your defense, and of course, team chemistry naman sa offense. So it was all set by Ezer and Mark, the team owner, and we just followed the game plan.
And of course, finally, Miguel, may ka bang gustong batiin and of course, bigyan ng shoutout sa mga viewers natin ngayon dito sa Stallion Cup?
Shout out sa Stallion committee, shout out sa team owners, and then shout out to all the fans of Stallion that are continuously watching. Thank you.
And of course, shout out to Jello Montecastro, the birthday boy, and of course, happy birthday, Alice Chua. When we return, we will have Element Steel against Ramen Nagi, Buffalo Swings and Things as we continue Thursday action here in the 7th Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Cup.